Let's talk about banks that don't charge monthly fees. And so here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So first, I want to introduce you to Ally. And so Ally is really great because you have the best interest checking account in addition to them not charging you monthly fees. And so Ally Bank actually offers an interest checking account with no minimum opening deposit or a monthly maintenance fee. The account also pays a bit of interest, 0.1% annual percentage yield, so APY, on balances under $15,000 and a bit more, 0.25% APY on accounts that carry a daily balance of $15,000 or more. So that's really fantastic. And Ally's interest checking account also offers perks such as a free standard and cashier's checks and access to all points ATMs plus great mobile app ratings. So we love that. We love that flexibility a lot. And so what we love about Ally also is that there are no branches for sure, but because it is strictly an online bank, so they have no branches to visit. But if you have a concern, you can actually reach out via phone and they'll get back to you, not a problem. Next, you have Capital One. So Capital One actually is a bank that doesn't charge monthly fees. As a matter of fact, they have something called 360 checking account, and Capital One charges no fee to open or use a 360 checking account, not even for foreign country debit card transactions. And mobile banking is streamlined for and very easy to use. So we love that aspect of things a lot. And so in terms of minimum deposit and balance requirements, zero, really zero. Okay. And the yield here is 0.1% APY. And of course, Capital One has branches. They have 7 to 15 branches located in 7 eastern and 2 southern states. So Capital One is primarily an online bank. If you think of it that way, they're a biggie when it comes to a credit card issuance for sure. But in terms of ATMs, you have more than 70,000 Capital Ones, MoneyPass, and all point ATMs. So you're really covered. And the charges may apply for cashier's checks, check orders after the first set, which is free, or stop payment on checks. So this is something to think about. Next, I want you to think about Heritage Bank. So when we think about banks that don't charge monthly fees, Heritage Bank is really fantastic. So basically, you have what they call the e-sentive accounts. So Midwest-based Heritage Bank perhaps doesn't come with the cash or brand recognition of the big banks, and so with a cashier rather, but it does offer a generous 2.02% APY on qualifying balances up to $100,000 on its free e-sentive checking account. So balances over that amount, however, receive a lower 0.14 APY, 0.14% APY. Also, to actually qualify for the higher balances, you gotta meet a certain requirements, a certain level of requirements. So you must actually have at least one monthly direct deposit or automatic payment ACH and sign up for paperless statements. A $30 fee applies if the account is closed within 6 months of opening. So something to really think about. Now, of course, the bank has branches located in Minnesota, Iowa, and South Dakota, but you are able to open the account online, not a problem. Next, you have NBKC. So NBKC is based in Kansas City in the metro area. So they offer an everything account that yields 1.50%. There are no minimum balance, overdraft, or maintenance fees, nor fees on return items, stop payments, cashier's checks, or other services. Plus, the online bank reimburses up to $12 a month for other banks' ATM fees. So that's really good in terms of your cash inflows and cash outflows. And so in terms of ATMs, you have more than 37,000 MoneyPass ATMs. Fantastic. So we love that aspect of things a lot. So when you think about NBKC, think about a bank that serves as a single account for both checking and savings. There are no overdraft fees, monthly maintenance, or return fees. Really fantastic. And no monthly qualifications needed to earn APY. Interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. So the everything account does well in the categories of fees, There are no overdraft fees, minimum balance fees, monthly maintenance fees, or return item fees. Next, you have Everbank. So if you're thinking about banks that don't charge monthly fees, Everbank is really well positioned. So do you have an account called the Everbank Yield Pledge Checking? This is best for unlimited ATM fee reimbursement. And so this Everbank Yield Pledge Checking account is great because as a customer, you can access more than 55,000 surcharge-free all-point ATMs and more than 37,000 surcharge-free MoneyPass ATMs using the Everbank debit card. And so this is really, really great. You have actually, the bank will also reimburse up to $15 worth of domestic out-of-network ATM fees monthly for all Yield Pledge checking account holders, and will reimburse an unlimited number of those fees for account holders who maintain a minimum average daily balance of $5,000. And Everbank offers its checking account holders a yield pledge, which really guarantees your interest rate will be among the top 5% of competitive accounts. And at this time, you can expect an APY of 0.40% on all balances, compounded daily and credited monthly. So this is kind of cool. Next, you have FNBO. And FNBO has an account called the Online Checking Account. And FNBO Direct is the online banking division of the First National Bank of Omaha, and it offers an interest-bearing free online checking account. The account requires only $1 to open and earns a 0.15% APY on all balances. Fees are minimal, with no fee charged for monthly maintenance, overdrafts, or out-of-network ATM transactions. So this is kind of cool. And so there is no fee for incoming domestic wire transfers and a fee of $15 for outgoing domestic transfers. International wire transfers are not possible with this account. So if you have let's say an international sort of operations, you're not going to actually enjoy this account at all. So something to think about. Let me give you the big bank alternatives. Of course, we are still talking about the banks that don't charge monthly fees. So first, you have Chase. So you might consider a big bank if you prefer a well-known financial institution that offers plenty of branches and ATMs. While this commonly charge a monthly checking account fee, it can often be waived easily by meeting set requirements. So you have Chase, for instance. So you have a Chase Total Checking. A Chase Total Checking account with Chase Bank requires no minimum opening deposit, and the $12 monthly service fee is relatively easy to avoid. There is, however, a high overdraft fee of $34. With the account, you get access to some unique digital features, including text banking, which allow you to check your account balance via text message. So this is kind of cool. Now, of course, Chase is a behemoth, is a giant when it comes to banking in this country. So this is really good. And so there is no minimum to open the account. Now there is a balance requirement, so $1,500 in order to avoid a $12 monthly service fee. Alternatively, the service fee can be avoided by receiving monthly minimum electronic deposits of $500. So we are speaking about direct deposit from your employer, for example, or payments from a client. If you are a freelancer, you can actually explore this opportunity, right? If you're a freelancer, you have your clients pay you directly into your Chase account. This is really fantastic. Now this account carries no yield, so 0%. APY is 0%. And in terms of branches, of course, Chase is a national giant in terms of banking. I think this is kind of cool. They have between 4,700 to 5,000 branch locations. Chase is the first bank in this country, so they do have a lot of coverage in terms of branch locations. So that's really good. If you enjoy brick and mortar banking, you will love Chase. And their mobile app has a rating, a pretty wonderful rating, 4.8 stars on Apple and 4.4 stars on Google Play. So that's really fantastic. You also have access to more than 15,000 fee-free ATMs if you go with Chase. Next, you have Bank of America. We're also still talking about banks that don't charge monthly fees. So Bank of America is really good. They have an account called Bank of America Advantage Plus Banking. And so this is a checking account that requires a low opening deposit and a $12 monthly fee that can be waived in several ways. And while there is a $10 overdraft fee, as an account holder, you have the option to decline all transactions that would overdraw the account. And the bank's mobile app also comes with Erica, a virtual banking assistant. So that's really fantastic. So when we talk about banks that don't charge monthly fees, we are speaking about Bank of America for sure, but we are speaking about Bank of America, the Advantage Plus Banking. Now, there is a minimum opening deposit that's $100. In terms of balance requirements, you have a minimum of $1,500 if you want to avoid a $12 monthly service fee. The fee can also be avoided by receiving a monthly direct deposit of at least $250 or enrolling in Preferred Rewards. So Preferred Rewards is actually the more prestigious account category that Bank of America has. Now, this account is not, it has no yield, so 0%, and you have about 4,200 locations in terms of branches. So that's really fantastic. We love that a lot. And the Bank of America mobile app is highly regarded by consumers. You have on the Apple App Store, you have 4.8 stars. And on the Google Play Store, you have a 4.6 stars. So that's really cool. We love that a lot. And we actually love the fact that Bank of America is constantly sort of upgrading and updating its app. In terms of ATMs, we have 16,000 fee-free ATMs across the nation. And what we love about Bank of America is that they are actually also available in not only on the continental USA, but also in Hawaii and Alaska. So that's really cool, especially if you love the bank and you like to have access to branches on the non-continental USA. Next, you have Axos Bank. So we are still having a conversation about banks that don't charge monthly fees. And Axos Bank has a rewards checking account that's really great for earning interest. You can earn up to 3.3% APY on balances up to $50,000. Now, there is a minimum opening requirement of $50, and there is no monthly maintenance fee. And so what are the pros and cons of this account here? Let's have a quick conversation about that. The pros first. You have competitive tiered interest rate structure, no monthly overdraft or NSF fees, unlimited domestic ATM reimbursement. So that's really cool. Some of the cons include no interest on balances over $50,000, stringent monthly requirements to earn higher interest, and there are no physical branches, and there's no live chat. So if you need help quickly, you're not going to have it because no live chat is possible. But overall, the Axos Rewards checking account has interest tiers that allow you as an account holder to actually earn up to 3.30% APY. Balances above $50,000 do not earn interest. And these are the steps required to build the highest APY through Axos. 0.40% APY, receive monthly direct deposit totaling $1,500 or more. This must be met to be eligible to earn any interest during the statement cycle. 0.3% APY, sign up for Personal Finance Manager account aggregation. This is actually an online banking tool to track all of your accounts in one spot, or use your Axos debit card for a total of 10 transactions per month, minimum of $3 per transaction. For 1% APY, maintain an average daily balance of $2,500, okay, and per month, of course, in an Axos Invest Managed Portfolios account. For 1% APY, maintain an average daily balance of $2,500 per month in an Axos Invest Self-Directed Trading account. And for 0.60% APY, use your rewards checking account to make your full monthly access consumer loan payments, which might include a mortgage, personal, and auto loan. So that's really good. Next, you have a PenFed credit union. So when we talk about banks that don't charge monthly fees, this is actually a credit union. But hey, listen, it's still worth it. So you have an APY. So they have the PenFed Access America checking, and they have an APY that goes from 0.15% to 0.35%. And the minimum deposit requirements here is $25. And there is a monthly maintenance fee of $10 that's actually waivable with monthly direct deposit of $500 or more, or a daily balance of $500. So this is kind of really cool. And we picked PenFed, the PenFed Access America checking, because as an account holder, you have access to over 85,000 surcharge-free Allpoint and Co-op ATMs, many of which are located within popular retailers such as Target, CVS Pharmacy, and Safeway. And PenFed also charges no fees for domestic out-of-network ATM usage, although you still will be subject to any third-party fees those ATMs charge. And PenFed does not offer reimbursement. That's something to really think about. And so, the long story short, when you think about PenFed, this account is best for those who need frequent ATM access and can maintain the daily balance required to earn their desired APY. And so it's also best for people who don't overdraft their accounts often. So this is kind of cool. So the thing is that when you think about the yields that PenFed offers, you can see that the yields earned on credit union accounts are referred to as dividends instead of interest. PenFed's dividends are compounded daily and credited to your accounts monthly. To receive dividends, you must have recurrent direct deposit of $500 or more on a daily balance of up to $50,000. Amounts over $50,000 do not earn dividends. So to join PenFed, you must open a savings account and deposit at least $5. And the cool thing is you can't access the checking accounts without a PenFed savings account. And though PenFed's Access America checking accounts has a monthly maintenance fee of $10, the credit union makes this fee easy to avoid. You can set up at least $500 in direct deposit monthly, or maintain a daily balance of at least $500 to waive the fee. Next, you have Discover. So Discover actually is an online bank, but they have a pretty interesting account. It's called the Discover Cashback Debit Checking. And this card is great. This account is great for cashback rewards. Okay, and basically you can earn 1% cashback on up to $3,000 in debit card purchases every month. And so minimum deposit, zero, monthly maintenance fee, $0. So we picked this Discover Bank Cashback Debit Checking account because it offers a flexible rewards structure. This is really good. And it has no monthly fee. There is no deposited item return fee if a payment you receive from a third party bounces. And this is kind of cool. So this account is best for those who already spent $3,000 in debit card purchases each month to maximize cashback earnings. And so the pros and cons of this account. Pros first, you earn cashback rewards for debit card purchases. There is no monthly maintenance fee, no non-sufficient fund or ATM fee. So that's really cool. And so one thing I want to say also is that basically there's no minimum deposit required to open. The only thing is that this card does not actually earn interest, and you also have the $3,000 threshold on cashback qualifying purchases per month. So this is something to really think about to be sure that you are earning money. So as with other banking products, Discover keeps fees with this account to a minimum. There is also a non-sufficient funds fee or fee from Discover fee from Discover for using an out-of-network ATM. Okay, so they just want you to be comfortable and use the card anyway to actually use the account. So this is really cool, especially when it comes to flexibility. Okay. And one thing I want to say here is that overall, you want to actually go for the bank that really meets your needs, right? Whether you want online banking or you want something else, you have to make sure that you are getting the best of the best. So what's the bottom line here? So I just spoke to you about the banks that don't charge monthly fees. I give you the review and now the bottom line. Ally, Capital One, Heritage, NBKC, Everbank, FNBO, Chase, Bank of America, Access Bank, PenFed, and Discover. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.